And then there are always the sporting events to help a fellow let off surplus steam. The steeplechase, track meets, swimming, golf, tennis, baseball. Also serving as escape valves are the many gay holidays, New Year's, Girls' Day, Boys' Day, the crop kite symbolizing virility, the Cherry Blossom Festival, a special festival in honor of a great actor. Also for a time, Christmas, without general religious significance, but Santa Claus seems to know his way around. Back to nature spells ease and relaxation in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Beauty spots are held sacred throughout Japan and are annually visited by thousands of pilgrims. The native religion of Shinto, meaning the way of the gods, assists in this regard with shrines erected wherever nature discloses her choicest offerings. Nature's myriad faces are never feared. They are trusted as kami, as superior beings, subject to control, of course, by human endeavor. Religious custom in Japan is seldom the devotional act that it's apt to be in the West. The Japanese wash their mouths and hands, approach the shrine, either ring a bell or clap their hands to attract the god's attention, make a statement of fact or intention, or at times a specific request. The woman on view may merely be saying, "I'm going to take a trip to Yokohama tomorrow." For the Japanese, the machine means not only scientific control of things, but also ease and relaxation. The machine can be operated with full confidence that the laws of mechanics will be maintained. This is in sharp contrast to what can be expected of a fellow Japanese. Since man is not a mechanism or robot, he cannot be fully trusted to follow the rules of automatic behavior as demanded by the national plan. Or why did the government have to pass the Peace Preservation Act of 1925, outlawing even dangerous thoughts? Little wonder, then, that the human plan for happiness breeds worry and strain, distrust, suspicion, and fear. Even less wonder that the Japanese finds temporary relief in working over a mechanism, whether it be a pocket watch or a tank. But how does he get that way? Just how does a Japanese become Japanese? A bundle of human protoplasm without an enemy in the world. He can't walk or talk or do any of the things peculiar to Japanese, not yet, but he will before long, as surely as the woman cradling him in her arms is Japanese. The Japanese love their doll-like youngsters. This little fellow is the center of smiling attention and loving warmth. But hold everything. Somebody slipped up here. He doesn't like being the hunch on somebody's back. It's not at all comfortable, and Mother doesn't do a thing about it. These grown-ups are getting harder and harder for Junior to understand. Suddenly they remember and begin singing lullabies to him. Of course, everything is lovely when you've finally got things down pat like these kids. They can use their chopsticks properly, and they know their chanto, or how to sit, legs tucked under and back straight, just like father. War means regimentation, and child training is part and parcel of this regimentation. School days call for uniformity of dress, as well as uniform bowing to the emperor's picture, even though it's hidden from view. Calisthenics is the same for every child in every school in Japan. A government official in Tokyo broadcasts the commands over a public address system on a national hookup. In the schoolroom, the complexities of the Japanese language demand rigid group discipline. Now, all together. Teacher saves all examination questions and answers for official inspectors from the central government who must satisfy themselves that instruction is going forward along approved lines. Meanwhile, the little girls learn the Japanese way of opening a door, bowing, serving. Some of them learn the art of the geisha. The teenage group drills en masse. Those with a hankering for the sea take their training aboard ship. Still other boys and girls march off to the farms and pitch in with sickle and hoe. Together they wave their flags as they sing, as they march. Japanese indoctrination has a definite tie-up between the ancient samurai spirit of a select warrior class and the modern cult of Bushido, cultivated by the entire nation. This young man is a stranger among these samurai, but he proves his mettle by a masterly display of physical prowess. Adulation, emulation, imitation of the heroes of old, elevated to godhood and worshipped at shrines. A flight of wild ducks following their leader. The Japanese narrator says, His Majesty is father and mother to the people. Majesty and people, all one. Banzai, banzai, banzai. May the emperor live 10,000 ages. The chorus of 100 million voices is the title of the song we hear. One chorus, one nation, one people. One is the word for it. And why not? With common beginnings in divinity. The goddess Izanami married the god Izanagi and gave birth to the Japanese islands and to other generations of gods who begot the Japanese people.
To the 70 million people of Japan, Hirohito, their emperor, is a god, through direct descent from the great sun goddess Amaterasu. They believe that he personally owns Japan, its land, its resources, and even themselves. And they believe that it is the right and destiny of Japan's emperors to rule the whole world.